you know, you have your, again, we're gonna do this diagram one more time, your Facebook ad, and then you have, this stuff is done in ClickFunnels, landing page, and then a thank you page. And all of this stuff is done in let me just do an arrow, that's even better. I don't think you can see that whole thing. ClickFunnels. Okay. And then the back end, you have your all this info from the landing page. I'm going to do kind of a dotted line so it makes sense. This gets stored over here in Aweber. Actually, we won't even call it Aweber. This will be like your list, okay? Is your data. This is the data that you collect. And then what you do with this is you use Texty and you use Aweber to email and text market your data, right? So you submit your data over to Texty, you submit it over to Aweber, and you use this to get more sales, okay? So this is the whole, this little diagram right here is like your toolkit for Mob Funnel. You run a Facebook ad like we talked about, send it to a landing page, that's where you collect the data. The data in the background, the customer only sees this, okay? So the customer doesn't see anything but this top part. This is the customer, and this is you back here, okay? So the customer sees the ad, they go to the landing page, they go to the thank you page, they're done. What you do is during this, the info gets sent over here by transmission over to your list essentially. Right now the list is technically stored in Aweber, but a list is just any list. It could be a Google Sheet, whatever it is. You take your list and you text them with Texty and you email them with Aweber, and you've now got them on every possible front. So you get them in the sales video, you get them on the landing page, they've seen your ad, and you market on the back end to them. And then also, you know, the last, I mean, this works for everything. Like your group funnel, just replace this with group, you know, Facebook ad into group, and then take the list over here, Texty Aweber. Does that make sense to you guys? Does that make sense? Let me see. Can you text group with Texties? I don't know. I'm pretty sure you can. That would be cool, though. I think you can. Let's see. Oh, Linda went to take a shower, just got back. No problem. You know, the replay will be up here for you anyway. Danny has the domain with WordPress. I don't know if WordPress, you know, to give you an idea of websites too, we'll do one more diagram for you right here. Okay. You have what's called the domain. Basically, you have a hosting website. Okay. What a hosting website is it's actually where your URL is stored. So like when I go and buy michaelgabrielli.com, right? Or we'll use dannybetancourt.com. When I go and buy dannybetancourt.com, that's just like a place on the internet, just like if I bought a house, right? So a hosting website is kind of like, yeah, the best way of putting it, it's like a house, you know? It's kind of like a house, and you have your URL, you have your web address. That's why it's called a web address. People don't say that anymore, but it's a web address is your hosting website. So that's like Bluehost, GoDaddy, and it's sort of like your house where everything is stored, right? But then what happens is when you go down here, WordPress is essentially like the furniture in the house. You know what I mean? So like you have a host, WordPress isn't the host of it's not your house. It's just what's inside the house, the furniture, right? So all a web hosting company like GoDaddy does is let you build a website and then basically let your website show up on the internet, but nothing is going to be on that web address unless you put furniture inside it with WordPress, if that makes sense. Does that clear that up for you? That makes more sense. And then within WordPress, like for furniture, you know, we could say that it's different rooms in the house, right? So what I mean by rooms is like you can install these plugins like ClickFunnels, like Aweber, like Pretty Links, and do different stuff on there, if that makes sense to you. You can build different rooms like StephenBransfieldCoaching.com/partnership. That's one room, right? So you can build those different things. Lynette loves the diagrams. That's cool.